during the passing of the peace, walked to the back to find my cell phone to call to find out where my wife was, because she was supposed to be following me in a cab, and the roads were somewhat treacherous, and I was concerned. So I called, and of course I got no answer. But as I turned, I saw a cab, and I said, now there she is. So Betty, you got here in time. Come up. This has been one of the strangest months in my nearly 60 years of ministry, because one thing that has happened is that wherever I have preached, where Betty has been, I've been encouraged to take a piece off of my sermon time to do something important, and that is to acknowledge our life together. Betty and I have been married 51 years. And on the 50th anniversary, we had a renewal of vows at the Riverside Church, and we learned something which I offer and have been offering when she's been with me during the month of January. The person said, your relationship has been long, and let me explain what makes for a good quality relationship that lasts. First, a good relationship should be characterized by the partners finding delight in each other and in each other's presence. That is it has good sign if when you're with your significant other, your partner, that you feel that this configuration brings out the best in both of you. You feel better, you feel stronger, you feel more true, more real, more vibrant in the presence. There is a delight in the presence of the other. Secondly, a good relationship has to be characterized by a sense of safety. You must feel safe in the presence of the other. Because if you do not feel safe, you cannot be free to be who you are. Or even if you insist on being who you are, there will be a defensive edge that in some way eclipses the free flow of the love that exists between you. So you got to really feel safe, and that's important. Even though you feel safe, there will be differences in the relationship. Conflicts and tensions will develop, and you must find a way to express this. But you must find constructive ways, or figure, even if it's negative, to avoid destructive expressions that would seek to diminish the sense of worth of the other, even as you describe your displeasure. So, because if you don't express it, it's coming out anyway. Come out in the biscuits. Or the way the chores are done. It's coming out. And then also, because our world seems so loath to express deep emotional feelings, especially with those whom we've learned to take for granted, we must learn to be exuberant in our celebration of the other. So Harville Hendricks and Helen Hunt, they were the ones that were describing this, made us in workshop jump up and down and say how wonderful you are. If you are not jumping up and down, exuberantly celebrating the uniqueness, the richness of your partner, you probably aren't doing it enough, because we tend to be so laid back and we don't say these things so much. So anyway, that's what I want to do. What I want to do today, as Betty gets me, dress me up, okay. All right. Anyway, what I would like to do today is to ask those of you who are married or who have significant others or who are lovers or who still feel tethered to a lover, either absent or departed. And also, those of you who, having not yet achieved that coupling that you had in mind, still live in hope that a heaven-sent companion suitable for you may someday materialize, I would like for you to stand. That probably includes most everybody. And where there are couples present, I would like for you to find your couple and go and stand by them while I give you the words I use. Is your spouse here, or your partner, your significant other, there you go. If you're close to each other, fine, that's right. And for those of you who do not have that partner with you, imagine that partner present. And then these are the words that I usually say to Betty. Now, after I say these words, I want you to either hug or kiss, or if you are basically a hand-holding couple, that's okay. I mean, that's all right. Whatever, when I get through, well, you do that, as long as it's in the bonds of propriety. And that middle is not always clear just what that is. Okay, so repeat after me as you look into the eyes or imagine that person. You're the cream in my coffee, the sugar in my tea, the honey on my biscuit, and the only fish in my sea. Now do your thing, all right?